Now, and the end of an era for Northwest and British boxing. Here's Mike to tell us exactly what it's all about.
That's right. Good evening. Ricky the Hitman Hatton has announced his retirement from boxing today. The 32-year-old former world champion hasn't fought since his crushing defeat to Manny Pacquiao 2 years ago, but had been contemplating a comeback. He says he no longer has the hunger to box on. I went along to his home in Hyde to get his reflections on an incredible career. He was the talented 10-year-old who went on to conquer the world. But today, Ricky Hatton has finally thrown in the towel.
I think it's about time that I should officially announce my retirement from boxing. You know, it's been a hard decision for me to do. I don't know whether it's too many miles on the clock or too many hard fights. Or I mean, I did it 47 times, you know, so maybe my body's just sort of like said, well, I've had enough now. And I think it's the right thing to do rather than lead the fans up the garden path, because every time I like welterweight fights, I'm getting linked with him, and you know, it's just not going to happen, and it breaks my heart to say that.
So many amazing memories. Could you pick out one highlight?
I would probably say the night I took the title from Kostiuszko, when I took the IBF title. I think it was clear that Kostiuszko was the universally recognised undisputed champion. He was also ranked #2 in the pound-for-pound rankings. Me and my trainer were the only two in the whole country that thought we could do it, and we did it.
It will go down as his defining fight. Yet Ricky's greatest achievement was his fan base. Few sportsmen have captured the nation's hearts like the Hitman.
Vegas, you know, 35,000 went over to the Mayweather fight. As he clips on the TV of that weigh-in, you know, where there was like 8,000 there at the weigh-in. We'll probably never seen again that. And that's what has me choking the tears back, you know, when I see that. I think, oh, unbelievable, all these people that travelled all the way across the other side of the world, you know, to watch me. We literally took over the city of Las Vegas, and that takes some doing.
That's what I've come to see. That's what I've come to see. 5 times he topped the bill in Vegas, but sadly was knocked out in his 2 biggest fights. Floyd Mayweather, then Manny Pacquiao.
I've sort of like learnt to deal with it a little bit better now, because each time they fight, each time Floyd fights or Manny fights now, they're starting to look like all-time greats, never mind modern-day greats. So I can sit back with a little bit of comfort in the fact. But at the time, it was very, very hard for me to deal with.
Those crushing defeats led to his biggest fight of all, with depression. After allegations of drug abuse, he entered rehab last year. You hit a real low, didn't you? How tough was that?
Absolutely. I mean, that's one thing that I still to this day, and I think I'll always be disgusted about. You know, I had such a great career, made so many people so many proud, and I felt like I tarnished my career a little bit with that. But I can only ask for sympathy from fans, family, you know, and the whole country basically for that. The only one thing I will say is depression is a very, very serious, you know, illness, and everybody knows, you know, that I have been partial to the odd drink or two, but when you drink with depression, then the end outcome is nothing short of a disaster, into a bit of a train wreck in the end. I just think I need closure on it all now, and I need to move on with my life. It's always a shame when you've had such a journey like that it's coming to an end, really, and it really does upset me. To win 1 world title would have been enough. You know, I won 4 and 2 weight divisions, and it's been one hell of a ride. And Granado, you've been there every step of the way with me.
We've all enjoyed it. I was hoping I could take me to have one more fight in Vegas, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I had a long, hard think about it. I go, come on, Rick, you can do one more. But if I do have another fight, what is it I'm wanting to try and achieve? Do I want to win another world title? Is there anything more that I want to do and achieve? I don't think there is. I'd like to think people would remember yourself, Ricky. He was a world champion, yeah, but he was one of us, and that's the top and bottom of it, I think.
Everyone's going to miss you. On behalf of all boxing fans, thanks for the memories.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Good luck.
Sport, his boxing talent took him and thousands of followers to the bright lights of Las Vegas. But after months of speculation, Ricky Hatton today brought his glittering career in the ring to an end.
Right, well, since his last fight 2 years ago, Ricky has at times been in the papers for the wrong reasons, including photographs appearing to show him taking drugs. But for many, the Hitman's thrilling style, engaging personality, of course, have made him a national hero.
That's absolutely right. And as Richard Askham reports, he will go down as one of Britain's best ever boxers.
It's the end of an era.
There was no fire burning left. You know, I'd done the game since I was 10 years of age, 12-year career, a pro career, all them wars and hard fights and making weight. I think the best night of my boxing career was the night I beat Koshi for the IBF Light-Welterweight title. I mean, 22,000 people at the MEN Arena in my hometown of Manchester. In the end, I think he was as shocked as everyone else, really. And in the end, I just kept on enforcing the pace, and he quit in his stool at the end of the 11th round. And I think, without a doubt, when you beat someone like of that manner, you know, that was the best fight.
Always a crowd pleaser, Ricky's aggressive style won him world titles at 2 different weights and an army of fans.
That was one of the proudest things ever, and that's going to be the saddest thing ever, you know, never hearing that crowd roar again, because it was. I don't think there's another fighter in Britain that has ever heard a roar like them fans used to do for me. I got to the stage where the only thing left for me to achieve was to be the #1 pound for pound, and to be the best in boxing, period, was something I really wanted to be so badly, and when it didn't come off, I was devastated. And I'd like to think I'll be remembered as Ricky Hatton, the world champion, but he was still one of us.
Richard Askham, BBC North West Tonight.